6 inches.
All right, boys and girls of the internet. We're embarking on transmission number 7 in Jesse's 2000 model Chevrolet Silver Laredo. It's actually a GMC Sierra, but shh, don't tell anybody. So, yeah, we're embarking on the 7th replacement transmission. The one that we have picked out now. Where is it at? There she is. She is patriotic as heck, which is right in time for 4th of July. Yeah. So we're gonna put that red, white, and blue bastard into this big brown bomb. I guess it's beige or champagne, I don't know. There's a shooting going on in downtown. So far they have shot 2 city water workers and a police officer so far. And they don't have the suspect in custody yet, and all units are responding, and it's just a big old shit show right now. So let's send up some positive vibes and some prayers if that's your thing, to my little small town right here and the families that are involved, because that's just horrible. I mean, city workers. I mean, they were trying to do some water work or something on the wastewater lines in the city down near our park, like where all the kids and shit play, you know, and shot down. So, like I said, we're just going to keep them in our thoughts and prayers. We're going to keep an eye out because they do not have the person in suspect, and we are not far at all from where it happened. And we're going to get to work on pulling out another bad 4L60E automatic transmission and hope that number 7 is the wiener. So let's get this bad boy out. Okay. Exhaust manifolds loose. Shifter linkage and everything off the side. Jesse's has a 2-piece drive shaft, so it is removed along with the center support. Exhaust is broken loose right here. Jesse's and Dad already got in there and pulled the starter. They've knocked out the 3 torque converter bolts. I'm about to drop the center cross member while they're working on the bell housing, because that will drop the whole transmission down at a good angle, so you can get up in there to all the hard to reach ones. Then the trans will come out. Let's do it. Then you drop the cross member, the exhaust will fall. Slide your transmission jack underneath the transmission. I always like to throw a safety strap around that bad boy. So I got this on here. Got this good and tight. People are shooting fireworks. It's 3 days too damn early. And Jesse's pulling bell housing bolts. And then this guy's just gonna go off and down. And we can get to working on getting the new transmission prepped. Boom. And there. There's the back of the motor. She is free.
Slide those off there. Take this up real quick.
I think it's puking fluid now. The transmission from the front, where he pulled the torque converter. You talking about the dipstick too? Yeah, it's got a new one in it. Perfect. Alrighty then. Let's get the new transmission ready to rock and roll. So Jesse's gonna pop this off and we're gonna pre-fill the torque converter once he gets this little sock off of it. Then we'll put the torque converter in the new trans and we'll line the new trans up in here and start slapping bolts back in it. Hoorah! PK? Yeah.
America.
Fuck it. Alright. So the new transmission is in. Jesse is finishing up our bell housing bolts, getting them big boys all snugged up in there. Then I'm going to sneak the exhaust in through the bottom, throw the cross member on it, Old man will probably get started somewhere in between there on the drive shaft. Then we've got some electrical connectors. Got to swap the gear selector from the old transmission to the new one. And then torque converter bolts. Put the starter back on. Filler full of gender neutral shift juice. And then we're good to rock and roll. But first, it is beer 15. So let's get on that. Alrighty. We've been joined by Jimmy now. He helped finish stabbing this thing in. He got everything but the dipstick tube. It left him defeated.
Yes, very defeated.
Very defeated, he says. So it's all in. It's all buttoned up, minus fluid and a dipstick tube. Jesse's about to give it a whirl. And then we'll set this patriotic bastard down and fill it full of gender-neutral shift juice and
American Badass.
and some American Badass and maybe some Bald Eagle piss, and we'll see what happens. Hopefully, if that all works right, it'll work right. Alrighty, so the transmission is back in. The truck is running. We're doing the fluid procedure now, and we're checking for some leaks. She looks nice and dry underneath there. Need a little bit more.
Because I got a hole like this, person a hole like that. Yeah.
Take her through the gears.
Where's he at?
He's over there by the filters.
Reverse.
Reverse, neutral, right, and all right. And then when you get back to drive, let it give it some gas and see if it'll shift through them. 1, 2, 3. I'm pretty sure it shifted, but I can't tell.
I decided to build it somewhere.
Yeah, it had to have. Yeah.
I was saying 80 mile an hour, what, 3 grand?
Did the tow haul work this time?
I think it's a shifter.
Yeah, I think it's the shift. I was just seeing.
I was just about to ask the same thing. I'm glad we're on the same page.
I was thinking, I was like, I wanted it to work.
You definitely
Hold
don't
on.
need it.
And back to park.
How does it feel? It feel tight going through the gears?
It feels better than last time.
Sweet. Might have a wiener chicken dinner.
Hell yeah.
It's high a little bit on one side, like it should be full, and the other side is very dry.
Don't you love that?
So,
Mixed
should I add more?
signals.
Very mystic.
All right, we'll keep checking on it. All right. There you go.
Feels good, huh?
Here we go. Test drive. Oh, and people. And it already went to second. Now they did the upgraded servos in this thing though, right? That's what I thought. It's supposed to be crisp. The Corvette servos or solenoids, whatever you call it, in the valve body. Man, what are the odds you get stuck behind people walking and a UPS truck? Hey look, they got a Sierra. It's green. Oh yeah. That's way better than that other Trans.
You think we should go this way? Get up about 50?
Yeah, That's fine. Oh. Now we're in first. Second. Third.